This is Gene Allen Cleary, the one and the only who is the only original in no other. This Gene Allen Cleary, the only child, transmitted thoughts in various languages since birth, with transcripts distributed internationally with celebrities and the public every decade increments, continuously consistent since birth in the year of the Lord 1997 on the 6th day of December. Only good kind King Gene Allen Cleary, all life monitored while transmitting thoughts, cameras transmitting video of thoughts is for innocent Gene Allen, never a clue of the recorded show in DY. Only good kind King Gene Allen Cleary did Almighty Yasmin, Buddha, in the great majestic Jupiter of outer space bless. The Russian Tsar and the President said Tada witness the space and the rebirth compact of a king was wrote starting the Russia-American space collaboration understanding with Jupiter, the god of gods. This is why Gene Allen Cleary would later guess was also fully augmented with about 3,500 electric devices in flesh. Gene Allen, a bright young energetic pale-skinned child, always very observant of nature and be interested in reading, grew and be learned independently from others depending on spying. Gene Allen Cleary not only a pedigree king of Europe, but the one and the only high king of Europe, of the purest little legendary pale-skinned breed of lucky magical people. Makes Gene the sure one pure blood breed of intelligence remaining of the spaceship found in Germania buried underground that Mussolini said was not ancient but extraterrestrial. Thus the law is, God, looked upon Adam and the smile cause Adam is created in the image of God. Thus, Gene is Gabriel the archangel, and the Samuel Elijah is Christ, Elijah the prophet teacher of Samuel. This is the law of Rome and the Israel and the now Germany and Russia. Thus, a lucky young child would grow is the natural reflection of one born in society with liberties. The jealous mean participants eager of cheating kind innocent Gene Allen Cleary every chance in life. Never did the family tell Gene Allen and never did the community tell Gene Allen of the transmitters and the show recorded filmed around the world. As grew aged the women hearing Gene think never told either. The entire life exploited and be restrained held captive without a clue of invaders stalking in effort of killing kind innocent Gene. Now is the time of the truth needs said. Various governments asking arms and legs chopped off and the balls cut previously, the criminals probably unfairly distributed money with those rapists and the murderous molesters that chopped arms off children. Must kill Ian Man, a gay man. Must kill Mondays Ian B. Pierces. Must destroy the terrorist monsters. Must destroy the crooked governments, bribe them with fame and the fortune in effort of covering the crimes of government invaders, cutting the children's brains in effort of controlling.
This is Gene Allen Cleary, the one and only transmitted thoughts in video and spy asa killed with no clue of transmissions on the Russian television media enhancement plagiarism restraint program in the 1970s. This is the one the volunteered participants are a trim of destroying cause of their not granted from Gene immunities of exploiting Gene Cleary. Did the community and family still will not tell Gene of the existence of the show, including the police and hospitals do not tell Gene about the transmitters. Gene sentirelife transmitting as Gene sits in front of television din king. Gene trim of living in society stalking in effort of exploiting Gene and Cleary. The woman as Gene aproache adulete hashod old her Gene din and exploit young Gene and Cleary in effort of spawning and stealing money is rape. The involuntary servitude has never stopped, only worsened. Gene and those Genes investigating Gene self, as Gene and Cleary was young Gene traveled and applied of a job as a inspector in New York State at Cromalloy Research and Technology a gas turbine repair facility. The criminal act of family abduction in effort of exploiting Gene and Cleary's situation is cruel and not as complicated as not understandable. All the negative and dirty qualities of humanity are brought to task. Jealousy and hatefulness is demonstrated from non-citizen volunteers hoping of benefiting themselves from exploiting of pains of another is enhanced harsher with the concept of godlessness and lack of human rights of society learned. Once the society learns of the government as a types of activities committing crimes and exploiting the situation gene endures the community is worse than previous is proved. Gene does not grant immunity the criminals once gene was asked from federal police of witness in federal court televised internationally the community viciously afraid of the possibility of gene told of show charged vehicle as game and hit gene in effort of ramin driving while intoxicated and criminal spouse abducted kid forcing gene file missing persons compliant with police. Crooked hore charged gene of molesting so gene asked police detectives of a polygraph test and blood test provin inocence and passed. Next the Lawyer ex-district attorney Zeiss picked the kid up and travel back in Indiana about 1,000 miles from New York. Within a short time period the entire community was stricken of famine and destroying me and still the communities are no got to die. Their selves should die, their traitors guilty of treason. The dangerous volunteered participants are worse now their killers and rapists asking of shooting of a gene and still hearing gene ding as gene prays and speaks with God. As the unfairly style gene stau gehasts and ask governments of crooked projectors in effort of digital graphics in order of fucking images in vision in effort of catching citizens and utter space listening the hope cause of confusion of the wrongly using genes global satellite positioning transmitting frequency. Tose are rewinding gene and clearis stau gehasts in effort of stalling gene stau gehasts and memories is a crime in effort of catching the world. The lightning tornadoes are genes not their send diasked Israel of injecting animals with electrodes in effort of pretending God lick them and does not is true. Gene does not pray concentrate with injected creatures, only tose rapist and killers does. Criminal Black Dark Obama wrongly took Russian, German electronics of gene and clearis and put tose in the molesters and murderous rapist young man and guy man that tried of killing gene long ago as the her gene ding and gene no clue of transmitting. No God, man un fire guy yan invaded and tried of killing gene and France possesses dates of interactions of shooting of cameras. Tose participantes should die. The criminal countries asking previously of chopping of arms and legs, including balls, are the countries distributing money with those monsters should die cause gene will not allow immunity with the crooked governments either. This is gene and clearly fully augmented cosmonaut killed. This is gene clearly the one and only of understanding with space. A Russian czar enduse president contracted with outer space saying as God is my witness in 1967. Yasmin Bada and outer space Jupiter God of God's blessed gene and clearly of rebirth and of traveling in space. Not others, and gene Zeiss no in effort of stopping those unprecedented from flying away as the portie in terrible catastrophe coming floods as world flips in future. Gene hates old men on that bed asking of a priest praying. Genes vers on top a stack of Bibles of shredding tose volunteer participantes souls and the crooked governments heard them.
Hello king people of Americas, this Gene Allen Cleary the good king and innocent. Gene Allen is raised a Irish crown Native American child taught of with a magic from my mother and grandmother whose ancestors were slaves ratted out of living on the sacred camping grounds of the squaws and papooses cause of the mandas wished the white man name. Gene Allen lives on the sacred camping burial ground currently still as my ancestor did long ago. I moved down south hundreds of miles of where I was born in effort of learning my roots legit of ancestors' brood. My great-grandfather was born about a mile from here near an German Baptist commune. My great-grandfather and every generation lived right here where I live now. Gene Allen's ancestors worked with the French government in the Americas of protecting the Indians and started a great war against the French Indian War and conquered the United States and threw out the US settlers and burned the White House. Later the upset United States killed my great-great-grandfather as great-grandpa was an infant. Every generation lived at this location since the war held captive restrained from government and community without a clue. The spirits of the wilderness like me. This one with the Lord is true. Terrible floods are coming, so as a good king Indian soul prepare of climbing hills as our ancestors did long ago. Let's not allow the blacks climb up on the hills with us. They spread wicked sickness from tainted dark wilderness. Those participants chasing gene are not genes friends they are unfair and speak with for tongue.
Marvlouk Patriotic People of France remembers 10 is 1968 Liberty Protest of France Poster Child. I cannot think of anything scarier than a man on the moon and a child thinking in various language as a infant other than learning your children were injected about the same. The technology is much worse now than preview long ago. Now various governments are asking equipment around the world with harsher ability than the government statistic is true. Those governments wish immunity and gene Allen clarity says no. The smallest of electrode in back of neck is dangerous. It slowly as increase volume de me sensé level en reasoning and if increase de 9 it simulate comme a symptom and erase memory so of not remembering anything. This is the time of stopping the government of injecting citizens and the time of making sure the government understand gen does not have that is a legal tool necessary of sculpting government a single country with a single rule in effort of punishing the wicked instead of rewarding the wicked which increase criminal activity slowly destroying society turning it into a different worse than was situation. This is Jean Allen Clary Equin, well known as Clary of Connaught. All evidence necessary is recorded and with the ability of hearing transcript of Jean Allen Clary thoughts with questioning of various lead on film can show various miracle not said as the face of God is shown in the sky English spy torture me and se prove it. Jean says, yourself don't allow myself think and do not allow myself dream as you torture me and I can do this, I can show and make a face in the sky. Good God was listening and drew a face of Jean's Pinterest profile picture with the moon as a drawing from Germany smiling is true. The crooked participant beg share with digital graphics in the eye projector, bu not me. The crooked participant their Jean and try of shooting Jean off a day wrong min infer rewan Jean's thoughts, and they will not allow Jean equipment of the program. They still never since 1968 told Jean Allen Clary of a show, The Family, Hospital, and police and judge will not say. Those non-citizen volunteers are wrongly taking of Jean's memory of tornado and listening pretending Easter. The Israel government was showing animal with electronics wrongly pretending God, like those molester and killers that rape child and invade harming myself entire life. Ian and Gaiman are a murderer molester and torture should die. Kill the Monday, Pierce and other participants. Only Jean Samuel, Elia should live. Crooked Irish and Israel cut Samuel, et Elias Brun 11 day were kidnapped he took until he looked at a radiograph of Samuel's skull at 2 years of age with a adult cat le prode shoved in his sinus and he was hit with a baseball bat. The participant should die. Jean Allen Clary, S. Pedigree and James, Burley S. Death Certificate and Tombstone on film.
This is Jean Allen Clary the nice kid never got paid all life since cause Jean Allen says is wrong. Me, and unfair of paying those exploiters of committing crimes and hurting myself and yourselves should never grow people as slaves including clones. The United Nations do not get paid, those bastards never approached and paid Jean Allen Clary. United States should shut down all the businesses Geniovs including all tobacco and whiskey businesses. Joe Biden never gets a job and never a position should hang cause of experimenting on people with equipment from untested sources.
Brave volcano factors of Iceland. This is Jean Allen Clary, the British spies torturing me with injected electronics in never a clue of installations of antigen transmits in front of television since birth. The spies say you're very specially thought of with nations rearing vampires. I can protect you. This is the pedigree king of Ireland, name of Clary the witch burner. Yourselves should not worry if we should live and not kill it. The corrupt United States is not your friend. They're terrorists and torturers experimenting on children.
This is the rescuer of rescued. This is the kind owner of various countries of Earth on contract. Outer space records all signal and resymbols in order and effort of truth. The alien only asked questions of the computer aboard the spaceship, and it only says the truth. Ask the name of Buddha, choice of Messiah, asked the name of the contracted owner of Earth Space Equipment, and is only Jen Alan Cleary.
Nice people of India is the way of karma of good luck with the good and bad luck with the bad, but nobody should have wait so long of acquiring justice is necessary the wicked is punished so of the understanding the governments cannot ask immunity no different than the monsters. The earth cannot live if the wicked are influencing the young of the pleasures of wickedness with the television a powerful influence across the earth. The citizens asking of radios not of reporting on government of spying are the citizens submitted of new world order those are the scary people. Remember the participants asking of immunities in any type of plagiarism restraint program are the influencers of begging governments wishing immunity. The mean governments are not saying the truth and not allowing yourselves of speaking the truth in public. Jean never pays the United Nations. United Nations never paid Jean Allen Cleary and the United Nations never approached and told Jean Allen Cleary of the show. Jean transmitted since birth and family, community and police, hospitals never said of Jean transmitting signals ever. The United Nations have no strength if they cannot tell Jean Cleary of the show. The United Nations are thieves no different than other countries about like Israel or Ireland, England and United States are thieves, the majority are thieves or they would tell Jean about the show. Jean Allen Cleary never gives charity and never is given anything. The debt is necessary of controlling your various individual countries in effort of regrouping during the floods honestly and God is Jean's witness is sure. The monsters are those that took. The governments allowing participants of a stupid television plagiarism restraint program lie and cheat are the United Nations. Why the hell is a United Nations if they cannot stop a criminal show? Nothing but thieves is sure. The Africans never say truth, those are disease spreading apes. The United States never get anything, they should shut down the tobacco and whiskey businesses and shut down all businesses Jean owns is the law. Jean should not pay yourselves never paid Jean. Jean Allen Cleary transmitted since birth mocked across the world on the television. The government included United Nations never reply and speak is a crime of yourselves making should kill yourselves. United States and Ireland, Israel wrong, mean, unfair sneak and cut Samuels and Elijah's brain so of controlling non-legally a crown they cannot have. Outer space and God listens and is no compromise and is no negotiation. The crooked governments put in others in effort of not saying truth, those should die, those are rapists, murderous molesters. Jean is the only one filmed all life and proved innocent.
My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. I could grow up and become the President of the United States. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with liberty. My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. I could grow up and become the President of the United States. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with liberty. My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. I could grow up and become the President of the United States. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with liberty. My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. I could grow up and become the President of the United States. My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with the United States. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with liberty. My mother told me when I was a child this is the greatest country on earth. I could grow up and become the President of the United States. This is Jean Allen Cleary, the natural reflection of a society with liberty,